Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Chronicles of Dreding, episode 11. How we doing? It's been a while.
Been a while since I saw you.
Nice.
Doing good.
Yeah. Any
Great.
cool, exciting, life-changing moments happened over the break?
Well, I went to Greece and
Whoa.
got engaged.
Greece.
Ooh,
Oh,
congratulations.
and then
And the engagement,
Well,
Congratulations
Yeah,
on Greece. You say something else happened?
But yeah,
Nice.
super fun. That was my time away, I guess.
Very cool.
Congrats.
Yeah, very exciting, man.
You.
When's the wedding?
Next year, when I have more money.
Makes sense.
Fair enough. All right. Anybody else got any cool events? I know it's a hard one to top, but
I got second place on Sunday in a Digimon tournament. That
Nice.
counts.
Hey.
Was it Rumble Arena too?
Actually, it was a trading card game. Rumble Arena 2 is good too.
Old school.
Rumble Arena 2 is the
Yeah,
only
that's
game that's worth it.
It's very good, yeah. One with the $20 deck versus all the the guys who are max raring out their decks and have like 100 plus on it. Like, spend $20 on this baby.
Nice.
Boy, he's efficient.
Yeah, you have to be. Metal Greymon for the win.
Yeah.
It was my daughter's second birthday on April
Ooh,
1st, same as Jason's birthday.
nice.
we're-
Congratulations, daughter.
Yeah, she's she's definitely getting into the. I don't know if
Terrible
you've heard. Yep, the terrible
Oh,
twos. I'm
My condolences.
I take her to gymnastics on Mondays, and like, she's smart. She knows what she's supposed to be doing, but she literally does not want me to tell her what to do. She will purposely not do it. But then, like, she'll go off randomly and then do exactly what the teacher asked her to do without, just randomly. But if we ask her to do it, it's not happening.
She's just trying to have her training arc.
Dude, I mean, she's all grown up already, so she knows everything that's going on. She doesn't need mom or dad anymore. She's got it all figured out. So.
You hear the Naruto flute solo in the background somewhere. Oh god.
Nice. Anthony?
I feel like something happened. I don't remember what it is.
You had some family in town this weekend?
We always have family in town. We
Unfortunately.
yeah, they're everywhere. We had 3 places to go. Sorry, I'm gonna look at my calendar real quick. Easter celebrations. Nothing on my calendar says that we did something super exciting. So I'm gonna go with it's been pretty chill.
All right.
Any new baking?
Oh, yeah, I made,
recipes you've tried.
I made an Easter cake this last weekend. I made
Sounds fancy.
carrot cake cupcakes that substitute basically half the sugar for orange juice, and they've got like some interesting spices in them, so it's nice and warm.
It's all-
Did you use self-rising dough to emulate Jesus? Ha 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 ha. I know there's no self-rising dough.
No, I did have double acting baking powder, I guess. Yeah, no, just kind of. I don't think anything big's happened in a little bit.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Oh.
That's always good too.
All right. Well, glad to have you guys back for some more D&D. Picking back up where we left off last time, we are making good progress on our little pearls that we need to collect. I think we are down to our last one, and that should be the Goblin Outlook one.
Oh, right.
So, last time I think, went to the tower. We thought that maybe underneath the beholder there was one, but it turns out there was like a little guardian tower where the goddess of vengeance had her statue up on the hill. We went over there. On the way there, we stumbled across a giant graveyard. and there's like a little campsite there. We raided their area and found a pearl there. We went up to the tower, stole a pearl from the goddess of vengeance and her tiara. I think we maybe left behind something, but a storm quickly approached afterwards, and the party went back down to the tower to spend the night there. After that, we stumbled across the Shipwreck Cove. We went to get a pearl there from one of the bows, little like mermaid sculpture thing, whatever, had like a pearl on its necklace or something. And then from there we went back to our little coral cove areas, and we dove down into the low tide waters there, and Mirai stumbled across a enchanting cove full of mermaids, but immune to their charm. He proceeded forward and grabbed the pearl there and said, "See you later, bitches," and went back out to the group.
Exactly what happened.
Following that, we came across a weird-looking tree thing that had water flowing up it instead of down it. Zach noticed that there was a pearl down below in like the weird root mesh thing that it had going on. We made him roll a death throw. We don't know what that did. Maybe it did something, maybe it did nothing. And then we started using Mage Hand after that when we went to the little lake thing on the north side of the little island that we're on. There we came across a little spectral wraith, which landed a couple hits on Zach, and I believe one on Caliban. The one of each of those hits on both of those guys, it seems to have aged. We haven't really seen the extent of Zach's aging, but Caliban has definitely aged a few years. Yeah, so. Zach, Caliban, how old are your characters from our get-go? Like, what were we aged at?
Like early 30s probably, maybe mid, like 33, 34.
Okay. Zach, 20s, 21s. I think you and Venzana are supposed to be around the same age.
Yeah, I think I probably emulated after my current age. I don't think I wrote down an age. I didn't know I was supposed to do that.
What did Venzana write down for their age?
Sir?
I mean, I'm elvish, so
Damn it. Why? I am
enough.
3,000 years old.
well, I'm
Not a
half
bit
elf, so I'm
younger.
pretty sure I like 80, but I'm still basically a 20-year-old.
Damn it.
Well, your dad's human, right? And your dad's still alive.
That's a good point. So then I'm probably like
20, 30,
so,
somewhere in there? Okay.
yeah,
So
I'm a kid.
around the same age. Should be fine.
Bet.
All right, so Zach is, we'll say just your normal age, 27. Venzana is around 30. And Zach, you are definitely feeling it in your knees and your hips nowadays. Go ahead and make your age on your character sheet 40 now, Zach. 39, technically.
How do I put an age?
If you go up to your character sheet and click a little cogwheel, I think it changes over to a different like thing. So it'll be like name, and then you can go over and it'll be like race and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll open your character sheet.
Oh, there we go.
Remember, with your newfound age, you need to start complaining about things or how much things cost nowadays.
Or it might be
I
it might be
already
in
knew
bio.
that.
It might be in bio. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's in bio.
Oh, age was 26. I did write down my age.
Nice. So yeah, add 12, so 38 then.
Oh, God.
And Caliban add 8, so probably around 40, 41.
I am
Do it.
about to have a midlife crisis.
Look at that, Zach. You get engaged and the time just flies by.
Yep. Dude, Lord. What'd you say, youngster?
Let me get some ambiance going on here. Here's some stuff. But yeah, we slayed the Wraith. We are standing there with the pearl, I think, in a mage hand already. I don't think we've called it back to grab it or anything like that. So yeah, the Wraith has been slayed. Zach has been aged, but we haven't really been able to see to what extent, as his helmet's still on, so you can't really see his face and all the wrinkles that have come across it now. And Caliban, Has definitely aged, but I think he's in his lycanthrope form right now, so it's kind of hard to tell. Because that skin's like, already wrinkly and stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to just drop the form as we exit combat. I'll go ahead and drop the form here.
Yeah, and you'll definitely be
think
able to
that
see a little bit more salt and pepper in the beard and the hair, or if there's hair.
Yeah.
I don't think there's hair.
Looking like a DILF now.
Oh yeah. Upgrade. Level
Yeah,
up.
I like it.
They're actually
I
starting to
love
look like Kratos.
Exactly. That's always been the goal. That's always been my goal here.
But yeah, pearl has been obtained, and I believe you guys talk about the last pearl that needs to be grabbed, or you guys can comment on the aged beautiful Caliban.
What up, old
Josh,
man?
you mind? Oh yeah. Well, and I think like as like you say that to me, I feel in like my lower back having like to pop and stretch and everything. Still insanely ripped though. Oh, that sucked, guys.
Yeah, no, that doesn't look too great.
Yeah. What about you, Zach? Are you okay?
Well, I feel like I need a knee replacement. But we're alive.
Well, I think your options are we either go to the Giants or the Goblins for a knee
Oh,
replacement.
Could I lay on hands myself and then make me younger again?
You can lay on hands yourself.
Will it do anything?
It'll heal you.
Oh, actually, I do need to do that. Oh, crud. I might. Wait, actually, what's Caliban's health right now? Because I think he
I'm
was
fine.
taking some damage too. Oh, you're
You
fine?
you healed me. Yeah, I'm at 20. You you healed me up already here.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay. I guess I'll use my remaining 5 lay on hands and get busy on myself real quick.
If it's a disease, you could neutralize it if this counts as a disease.
Gosh, is it a disease?
That's for you to figure out in game.
Damn it.
Oof. Well, yeah, if you expend exactly 5 hit points, if it's disease, it would neutralize the disease affecting you.
What time of day is it right now?
I don't remember. We woke up. We did the shipwreck. We did the cove. We did the tree. Then we came here. It's all the way around the entire island, basically. We did a lap. Let me pull out the measure tool. Don't snap. Linear. So we started up here. Went down to here. Went over to here. We went over to here. And then we went back over here. That's like 13 miles of walking, not including all the stuff we did. It should definitely be towards the end of the day for sure, if not already like nighttime.
Yeah, you could just do it anyway, Zach, and then you can restore your lay on hands because we're probably gonna need to take a rest soon.
Bet. I'm gonna lay some hands on myself.
All right, go behind the tree.
Okay, so I lay on hands, and at this point, do I feel any younger, Josh?
You feel healthier?
That's not what I asked.
Zach, I think you know the answer.
I think it's pretty clear, man.
He looks at the slight reflection inside of his helmet and sees
No.
a wrinkle.
A wrinkle. Well, crap. Okay, well, we tried that at least. Didn't work, but at least we know that it's not a disease.
Well, I say let's just go get this pearl, whatever it is, and maybe that after we get them all together, maybe something can help us. How's that sound? Or once we get back into town, we can find. We want to get back to civilization. We might be able to find like a cleric or something. See if they can help us out.
So rest giants, goblins.
Let's do it.
I think
Goblin
so.
these nuts.
All right. We are close to 2 locations that we could potentially camp out for the night. You guys could probably hoof it and get to the boat where you guys docked over there, or you guys can make it to the tower. You're kind of in between both. You're like up here. So
Should we go to the tower because that's where the other guy said he might come back to?
Yeah, I'd
I
tower it.
think might as well. It's about the same distance.
all right. We can go on over to see Fred potentially. I think the storming has ended, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And we can take another night here. I totally lost track of what days we're on. I should have been tracking days better.
Back to full.
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and roll hit dice if you need. Recover any of your long rest stuff that you get. And yeah. All right. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Nothing fucks with you guys in the night.
Thank goodness.
And yeah, we can wake up. I think there's still enough food here to survive for a bit, so don't worry about your food for this day. And then we can get on going. So Goblin Camp. There's a lot of goblins. We need a reminder on the riddle. We have it written down somewhere. Someone have it written down?
I do not have it written, but
It might
something
be
about goblins.
Goblin these nuts.
Mhm. Essentially.
Let's see if I can find the other chat entries here. Go to our chat log, our chat archive. It should be at the peak where the goblins seek their claim, a hidden treasure in the hill's giant's name. I believe that should be it.
In the peak where the goblins stake their claim. Would that be at the goblin camp? What was the second part? Did you say something about giants?
Yeah, at the peak where the goblins seek their claim, a hidden treasure in the hill giant's name.
Hmm.
Oh wait, the goblins weren't at peak though.
Yeah, the only peak that I would think of would be like where the archer goblins were. That would be like the only peak, right?
I was thinking. Well, I mean that's more of a structure than a like
Yeah.
fixed point, and so I would think when I hear peak and giants, like weren't the giants on a mountain?
Kind of towards the bottom of one where the hills kind of were.
Hmm.
So we had the the graveyard out here, then we had like the hills a little bit outside of it, and then there was like a peak up here where the goddess statue was.
Hmm.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, this can't be at the goblin camp then. I recall like last time we got on top of the big tower where we got the chest of holding, and weren't we looking out towards the giant camp, and we could kind of tell that there was a really tall peak out that way.
Was that the peak where the vengeance lady was?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Do we want to ask the goblins where they stake their claim? Did we ever think about that?
I don't know. I don't know how they'll feel after we try to burn down half their village.
Well, that's their problem, not ours.
That's true. Goblins
Do we
take their
go, like-
claim, and the giants. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where this would be.
Could we do like a history check, Josh, or something like that, to see if we remember anything special about the Goblin Camp? Or something that we might have missed?
History check.
Or something to figure out like what we saw, anything, or remember anything from when we were at the camp.
Sure. History check's fine.
Let's see what we get.
That's not gonna do it.
Yeah. No. No. Too busy running away.
True.
Do you guys want to go and just stick it out?
Jesus.
Sorry, finding my window.
We
Oh, I got a nat 1 and a nat 20 on that. That's insane. The duality of man.
Man, we don't know shit about shit.
Zach
Maybe
might.
Zach.
As for the Goblin Camp, Zach, the only peaks you could think of is there's two buildings. There's the watchtower that they have in there, and then there's like the small little stone building that the hobgoblins came out of. So those are only two like multi-story, big enough to like consider like a viewpoint, I guess you could say. So you have the watchtower here, and then this stone building over here. Hopefully you guys can see. You guys can see, right?
Yes. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can see. Yeah, I was about to say I was the one guy who was like actively trying not to die.
Yeah. So you had to be aware of your surroundings, you know, that's why.
Wait, wasn't there a nice goblin?
No.
the one that was in the building here that was scared of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dude, I don't remember what he said, but he was scared.
do you want to go scare him some more?
We could. I mean, like, if we wanted to be sneaky about it.
Yeah.
Because the stone building is right next to the forest, so we could kind of poke around there, see what we could find, and then at least rule that out. Because I mean, like, the only place where I think the goblins, unless we want to go try and find a giant and talk to them and see what they think the goblins are staking their claim on, I would imagine that the goblins stake their claim, you know, like where their camp is.
I mean, I would much rather talk to a giant than the goblin.
Because then also too, Caliban, what was the last part of that riddle? It was the giants.
Something in the hill giant's name. A hidden treasure in the hill giant's name.
Because then we could also a hidden treasure in the hill giant's name. In their name. Well, the only
think
hill
that's what's
giant we
wrong.
know is Fred. I don't think there's anything about the name Fred. Anything special about that.
But maybe in Freddy. No.
Special to him.
No offense to
You
Fred.
guys, you guys just want to go over there and just stoke it out first, or stake it out first? You know, or send Mariah on his own to do a little sneak before we make any decisions.
Yeah, I think that's our best option.
Cool. Let's do it then, guys.
All right, let's do it.
All right, you guys can head on over to the Goblin Camp. Mariah, why don't you make me a stealth check for the party just to see how well you guys approach?
Why am I not finding this? Oh, there it is. Jesus.
Not very well.
I'm scared, guys.
Get bills on the shoes.
We're rolling low today, boys.
We are.
That kind of day.
One more check. Why don't you make me a dexterity saving throw, Mirai?
All right, there we go. There we go.
Okay.
We're in it.
All right. As you guys are approaching the camp, probably like a couple miles out still. As you guys are approaching, trying to take like a little bit off the beaten path way of getting there, you guys will come stumbling across a pack of goblins. Seems like they're searching, looking out and about. Mirai will recognize that they are there, realize that you guys are not being too quiet as a group, and he'll get everyone to quiet down quickly enough by the time the goblins come upon you. They will slowly pass on by. It seems like they're inspecting areas, maybe looking for footprints or something like that to track. So they're looking at the floor mainly. They're not like searching inside like the bushes close by or looking up in the trees or anything like that. But they're clearly looking for something. Potentially you guys, maybe just dinner or breakfast or something like that. But clearly they are searching.
Do goblins speak common?
Yeah, that was the thing with that goblin. As far as you guys have with your encounters with goblins in the past, none have ever spoken. There's not really a history of goblins speaking in the past. Hobgoblins don't really speak. They speak their own like tongue, but no common, no Vithian or anything like that. Pretty like not heard of. But that goblin from before was definitely speaking common.
We're gonna say we could kill all of them except one of them, and then
Haven't we tried that before?
interrogate him. Yeah, but this is a smaller group, and we're still a little ways out from the camp. So, but if
I mean, how far is a little ways out? We're like 40 feet.
he said, couple miles.
Couple miles still, yeah.
Okay, because I see our tokens on here.
Yeah.
Could do that, but if they don't speak common normally, then it's probably no point.
I don't think I speak. Yeah, I got nothing. I got Draconic, Elvish, Giant, Sylvan.
Well, let's just stay in the bushes, let them pass, and then we'll continue on our journey to the encampment.
Okay. You guys can wait here for a minute or two, let them pass, and you guys can continue onwards. Why don't I get one more stealth check just to see how we are on the outside of the thing.
Okay.
Good. Awesome. Yeah, you guys can post up. Maybe a couple of you guys climb a tree. A couple of you guys find like big enough bushes to stay in. You guys can post up outside of the goblin camp and keep an eye out. There's definitely reduced numbers inside the camp. It seems like there's multiple search parties or something. Potentially out looking for you guys. Maybe looking to scour materials to repair the burnt buildings and stuff like that. But definitely reduced numbers. I'm just gonna delete all the ones that are on here right now, besides the ones in the tower. Don't even know how many are in the tower. Yeah, there won't be that many in the tower. We'll go with 3. But yeah, you can maybe see 3 goblins around like the buildings, like maybe reinforcing some of the pieces or the buildings that they have close by with the wood that they have left over. But it's like just patchwork finishes. And then you'll see like maybe 2, maybe 3 goblins in the tower walking around.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can see if there's anything shiny at the top of the stone building or the goblin tower?
Sure.
Jesus.
You see a building.
That's great.
Your binoculars have a big ass crack in them.
Well, What do y'all think we should do? We can keep on waiting out here. Just see what happens. I don't think they're gonna walk out with the pearl on a silver platter, though.
Do a little stakeout.
Yeah.
All right, let's go for it.
I say if we stake out, though, we should make our way around to the stone building. It'll get us a little bit closer to the tower, too, but we might be able to start seeing if we can explore the stone building, depending on if there are goblins there or not.
I'm down for it.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Gotta start somewhere.
I don't think that we really went into or around the stone building anyway.
Yeah, I think Zach ran past it, but that was about it.
Yeah. Be very sneaky.
All right, let's do it. Let's sneak.
All right. Yeah, you guys do have one goblin close by, fixing up these two houses here. So why don't I get one more stealth check? We're trying to get inside, right?
Well, I figure we just
We're trying to
start by
scale
camping
side.
out there,
Okay.
and then we can kind of take some time to see, hey, is there someone in the building? Is there not? Some of us can keep an eye on the watchtower. But now we're just making our way over to this out on the outskirts to this side of the encampment.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you can. You can go ahead and make a little watching moment. Okay, so sorry. One more time. What's the plan here? So we got to this building, and then
Well, we want to camp out, but and just kind of analyze the situation, see if we can pick up any information on, depending on how the goblins are moving around the camp, see if we can determine if maybe there is some sort of pearl or treasure that they're keeping.
okay, gotcha. So yeah, we're just giving it like 20, 30, 40 minutes, maybe an hour, observing, seeing if we see anything of like value coming in and out or anything like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Gotcha.
Did we check out this cave by chance?
I think they stored like meats or whatever in there. Stored
Okay.
something.
This is where they smoked meats.
Milk meats, yeah.
Down here's where they smoke meats?
Yeah.
Okay, so we haven't been inside of this cave?
Negative.
Oh, never mind, yeah.
Okay.
You wanna try that?
good. No, we're right next to there when we enter the stone building anyway, so...
True.
Yeah. You guys can let a few minutes go by. Maybe a couple people come back into the camp and set up their shop in like these buildings up here to the north side. Nobody comes back to those stone buildings. Why don't I get a history or wisdom check from the party one more time?
Come on, Mariah.
Holy
We get hit on
moly.
the head since last session?
What was that?
We get hit on the head since last session?
It looks like it.
Benzana did. Yeah, you got a 1.
Yeah, I'm like I'm supposed to be well read too.
You're the smart one.
He can read real
Apparently
good.
not.
I'm still thinking about the mermaids. Missed opportunity.
Fumbled.
Like, fish today's.
Why am I craving fish all of a sudden?
Yeah, you guys can't really recall anything about the building per se. But as for precious items, doesn't seem like anything too crazy. People returning back to camp or going back into houses, and it looks like maybe calling it for the night/day. Maybe they've been out searching. Maybe they're on the nighttime shift and they're coming back in. Hard to really tell. But they went back into buildings, closed the door, and they don't come out for the 20 more minutes that you guys are watching. That's mainly just the people on guard and then the one guy working on the houses.
Okay, so you said, so we know where the guy's working on the houses.
Mhm.
Where are the goblins on guard right now?
All
in the watchtower?
Yeah, all in the watchtower. You can definitely tell there's at least two. It's hard to tell apart. Maybe there's a third one.
Okay.
But the most you see at one time is two. So maybe they just keep rotating and you just keep seeing two at a time, or you see the same two and they keep spinning around in circles, or it's hard to tell.
Are they
They
dancing
dance.
over there?
Yeah, they're dancing. They're dirty dancing.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and creep up to the side of the stone building and make a perception check and see if I can hear anyone in there.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you don't really hear anything inside. Just the hammering of wood and nails over on the far side over this way.
What do y'all say? Should we try and sneak into this building? See if we can find anything? Kill anything quickly if something's in there? And then if we get caught, we just run. We're not in the middle of the encampment.
There's not any windows or anything you can peek into.
Are there any windows?
Yeah, this big wooden thing here is a pretty shit window. There's no glass or anything inside of it. You could just hop on inside if you wanted.
Oh.
It's maybe a little too tall for a goblin to get in there. He'd have to boost himself up, but it's 4 feet off the ground, 5 feet off the ground.
Okay. Let's see here.
Look in the window.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take a peek in the window.
Yeah, just a little room with a little dining room table, a little fireplace, and then a staircase on the left.
No goblins in sight?
Nope.
All right. Okay, y'all. Y'all stand guard. I'm gonna hop in here and see if I can do some investigating. See if I can maybe find this pearl.
Nice. Good luck. And
Or
hopefully your
actually, it
investigation
might
roll
be
is good.
actually, it might be better if someone came with me.
For an extra investigation roll.
Well, yeah, that and just as backup, because what if there are 3 goblins at the top? I don't have that much health, guys.
Oh, that's true. I can come with you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go.
I go ahead and hop in. There you go.
Yep.
Nice.
You guys aren't in view of any of the goblins since you're coming from a pretty good place of stealth, so you guys don't need to roll anything to get inside. You guys can just climb in there. And you guys can move around extremely loudly in here if you like.
Okay. I'm gonna make an investigation check. See if we can find anything notable on the first floor.
Sure.
Jesus.
Okay, let me investigate too.
Yeah.
There we go.
There
Cool.
you go. He's got a fucking
Good
bucket
old
on his
sleuth
head.
bucket hole.
Yeah.
Bucket head.
Nothing too crazy down here. There's no silverware or anything like that on the table. It's probably a little bit messy. The chairs and the table seem too big to be used by goblins, if that makes sense. So you can expect like maybe like the hobgoblins live here or something like that.
Oh, crud.
Okay.
Okay, let's get in and out quick.
Well, we should go and check upstairs.
Bet.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, you can get up to the second floor. This seems like it's where they get their armors on and weapons and whatnot. It's kind of like a thrown together second story like little room. So you like shit all over the place. Like scraps of like leather armor that have been torn up over battle. Like weapons that they've captured from enemies. Probably just mainly that, like arming and defensive weaponry and equipment.
Okay.
And then there's
I don't think they're
stairs
gonna
going up
keep
again.
a treasure or a pearl here, Zach. I think we
Right,
need
right.
to. I think we need to head back out.
There's a
Alright.
staircase going up still as well. There's third story.
Oh, there's a third
Okay,
stair.
let's go up
Okay.
one more.
Well, let's go up one more.
You guys can go up one more. This seems to be the bedroom. There's 2 beds up here and a like, I guess chest or foot chest, whatever, foot locker at the bottom of each of those beds. Why don't we get another set of investigation checks here? Oh, just barely. Mariah, as you're investigating around, looking here, you'll see that I guess what are they called? The corner pieces, like the little part where the wood's like nailed together for the bed frame. One of those pieces is just like way bigger than the other piece. Looks like it's probably about like your size, maybe a little bit smaller than you. Like 5 foot tall piece. All the other ones are maybe like 4.5 foot tall. And at the tip of it is a pearl. Like as you get closer to the bed frame and like look at it, the way this like wood is shaped is almost like that of like a club, similar to the one you saw Fred wielding.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Well, go ahead and grab that. And look, Zach,
Nice.
look what we found. Now
Last
we got to get the fuck out of here before some hobgoblins
Is
come.
there a window up here?
Yeah. Small window up here.
Is it big enough for us to jump out of?
You could try, but you're gonna fall 30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why don't we just go back down the stairs?
I guess we'll go back down the stairs. It's less exciting.
Yeah, you guys can pull the pearl out of the club, grab it, and you guys can make a clean escape.
Oh, that was the cleanest pearl find, I think.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't
Holy
run
moly.
hobgoblins. That would have been a problem.
They're all dead.
Oh,
Thanks to
concerning.
us.
well then.
You guys killed them.
Oh yeah.
So that's our house now.
True.
I was too busy
Are
running
we
away.
the hobgoblins?
Are we actually the hobgoblin? Look, Mizana and Caliban, we found the last pearl.
Ooh, found a shiny.
Found a shiny right at the top of one of the bedposts. Turned out to be actually a giant's club. Not sure how they got that giant's club though.
Think they killed a giant?
I don't know. I think it's more feasible that they just stole it from them.
Yeah.
And also, why is there a pearl in a giant's club?
a good question.
That's a good question.
Well, hang on. The giant did like shiny things. But anyway, let's get out of here. We can debate this later.
Maybe it was a wand.
All right. So we need to head to the what's it called? The lagoon. The
grotto.
Yeah, the grotto. Yeah, we need to head to the grotto.
Yeah, you guys can head on over. put you over on the main map over here. You guys can go on down. It should be around that time. You may have to wait like another hour or two for low tide. Yeah, we'll say 1 hour. You guys have to wait for low tide unless you guys want to just dive for it and risk it. Otherwise, you guys can just wait the hour out. Why don't I get a D20 from one of you guys?
Who wants to try their luck?
You want above a 5.
I'll do it.
Cool.
Hey, remember that time when he said you want above a 5?
God damn it, Zach.
I just for fun. Nope.
Does that make
Anyone want to agree?
does that make it 2 encounters then?
No.
No,
No.
I was just curious.
That was an accident. Oh man.
All right. So we know who's rolling for us in
Yep.
the future.
I'm sorry.
Well, our hour-long waiting period is cut a little bit short.
Oh boy.
The battle music. Once I find some goblins.
Wild Pokemon appeared.
We've got that guy,
Oh god, it's a goblin again.
that guy, and that guy, and then we got that guy, that guy, and that guy. 3 goblin spears and 3 goblin archers will stumble across you guys. Let me pull up initiative order. We'll clear this out real quick. All right, click your tokens and go ahead and roll into initiative.
I know where initiative is. Jesus Christ.
Man, we were just
20,
on it today.
3, and 5. 22, 5, 7.
I'm missing where these goblins are at.
They're up here.
Oh god, they blend in so damn well.
Yeah, it's their environment. 21, 18, and 10. 21, 18, 10. All right. Descending order. The goblin here will go first. 30 feet movement. They can close in the gap and get on you, Mirai, for a...
Jesus.
my goblin page got closed. I need another attack. Goblin 5e. Monsters. Goblin attack. +4, so it's 18 to hit.
That hits.
Maybe have a spear on their page. What is the spear damage? Is it D8 or is it D6?
I don't have a spear.
They have scimitars on the thing for some reason. Spear damage 5e. They're using it two-handed, piercing 1d6. Okay, so it's just d6. Okay, it is going to be 6 damage from the first goblin.
Alright.
All right, and then we have 2 bow archers going. The left 2. I've got an 11 on the first guy, aimed at Mirai.
Miss.
And then a 17 on the second, going for Zach. 17 at Zach, or no?
I have armor class of 18.
It will miss. All right, Mariah, your turn.
Okay. Well, more than half my health is gone already. Let me see here. Okay. I am going to... Let's see here. take my. I'm gonna move here behind this bush for some cover, and then I'm going to take. Or actually, sorry. Stay where I'm at. I'm actually going to attack this goblin in front of me with my rapier.
Welcome back. I have no idea where we got cut off on the stream because I couldn't pull the VOD. So, yeah, we ran into the goblins. We killed the goblins. We are back here. Low tide is coming up in 35, 45 minutes or so. So, yeah, you guys can chill out here. You guys killed the ones that were going to warn the rest of the group and inform them where you guys were. So, you guys don't have to worry about any goblins coming by soon, hopefully, maybe. Assuming they're, like, strategically searching areas. So yeah, you guys can chill out here and wait for low tide.
Nice.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
So anybody want to wash off the blood before the low tide comes?
Probably need to wash off my bucket.
That's probably a good idea. Oh, yeah, take off the bucket.
And
No.
everybody just looks away out of respect.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just gonna jump
Avert your
in.
eyes.
To wash off the bucket, I just jump in my whole entire, self.
Let me just wash off the death real quick.
Yeah.
I think I had some distance, so I'm going to say I was probably pretty good there.
I don't know. Calvin went a little crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna just hang out in my glory for a second. You know,
In the blood.
You're just like smiling as like blood is just dripping down.
All right. 35, 45 minutes passes. Low tide comes in. You guys can get out of the water in time. We don't have to worry about it. You guys getting sucked out to sea. But yeah, low tide comes. The water drains. You guys can rappel back down into the chamber if you want. And we can head on into the little podium area.
Time to figure out the curse of the Black Pearl.
Yar.
Yar.
Yeah, I found my Disney lanyard actually recently, and oh my god, I had so many Pirates pins on it.
Nice.
Like every pin.
Based.
I love it.
Alright, so we're down here. There's 8 pedestals, 8 pearls.
Yes, there is indeed. And then there was writing on the thing. It says something in Merfolkian. Pure. No, is it this one? No. Pearl of Wisdom of the Depths. Watcher's Hands that mingles. Others of our ancient elixir. Descending doom in temptation. Yada yada yada. On the door.
Okay.
In Merfolkian, you had to use comprehend languages or whatever to read it. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys can take out the pearls and place them on the podiums if you like, or do whatever you like.
Let's put them on.
I say it's time to get them on those podiums.
Let's do it.
It's full send.
Alright, I'm gonna pull every single one of those things out of my inventory now. I assume I don't need to keep them in there, so if I get them out, I won't have to replace them here in a minute.
Sure.
No, Josh, I need to know because I don't want to replace 7 pearls in my inventory.
Ooh. I can't comment on that. That'd be spoilers for the future of the campaign, you know? Nah,
I'm
you...
keeping them in there, so we're out there.
Keep them.
God damn.
No, as you place them in, they'll recede down into the little
Cool.
out croving, whatever, fucking egress, whatever, fucking positions in there. I can't think of words today.
Alright, I'm just
but yeah.
gonna put them in the recess.
Yeah, they will. Once you put them down there, they'll sink in a little bit deeper, and you won't be able to pull them out. So
Alright,
you can
deleting
delete
them.
Alrighty,
Half my inventory.
you guys can continue forward as the doors open as you place the last pearl. Just go ahead and cross the full threshold here, whenever you like.
Oh, how fancy.
Okay. Whoa.
And it
Well,
continues.
hello.
Oh, look. Is that a sword?
It is a sword.
That's some cool drawing on the bottom.
That's a nice looking sword.
Really dope.
Yeah.
Map.
As you look
Can
at the
I
sword,
touch
it's
it?
like a bluish color. Yeah, you can touch it if you like.
But I would like to point out that riddle did say something about temptation.
Oh, let me not touch it.
But you kind of
I
want
will
to touch it,
not.
don't you?
I do want to touch it, but I don't want to touch it
I'm
anymore.
gonna go around
That-
this side. I'm not going to touch it. I'm just gonna walk around this side for a second.
That's the temptation that they're talking about.
Yeah, that was close.
Yeah, you guys can come in here. There's coral and algae and all that good stuff. As the doors open, like a little bit of water came out. It seems like there is some way to fill this up with water. It wasn't like flooded when the doors open, so it seems like these flora, fauna are living off of the water that comes in. So, but yeah.
Interesting.
You guys can proceed forward, and you'll see here on this altar at the end, there's a little like horn-looking thing, and there's a fairly large pearl at the end of the horn.
Maybe, do you think that's what they're talking about with temptation?
I mean, there's a few things in here that are kind of tempting, aren't there?
Can I use detect magic?
Sure. You cast it?
Yeah, I'm working.
You cast it?
Yes, I cast.
Right. The pearl is definitely magical.
Oh.
What do you get? You get creatures, objects in the area, bears magic, and you can learn its school if blah 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 blah. Penetrate most bears, but blocked by 1 foot of stone. Become penal. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and roll me an Arcana check?
Whoa. It's a big spread.
Yes, it is.
Amazing.
Yeah, there's multiple schools of magic affecting the sphere. It's hard to discern which ones are which for you as like a non-spellcaster person-y magic guy thing, kind of untrained magic guy. Yeah, you can work out hard. The one class that you do kind of get is enchantment. It is an enchanted item.
Oh. Well, does someone want to pick it up? I don't want to pick it up. That sounds tempting. Can we do like an
Yeah.
investigation check to see if there's any like
Booby
instructions
traps.
yeah, booby traps or instructions on what we're kind of supposed to be finding in this place?
Sure.
Looks like
Looks like there's stairs over here.
yeah. Looks like there's a lot more here than what we're probably.
There's this thing on the ground.
Yeah, go ahead and make me investigation checks or perception checks, whatever feels appropriate.
Oh no.
Can somebody hit this for us?
Oh,
Let's see.
no.
Yeah, let me pull my guy back out. Do investigation or perception?
And Zana and I did perception and didn't get anywhere. Oh no.
Oh. Like, that proficiency bonus meant nothing.
Yeah, as you guys look around, most of the stuff in here is mundane. Besides that pearl, the sword seems like it's fairly nice. I wouldn't say like magical. And then the like cups and goblets over here that you see are all made of like a gold silver hybrid mixture. So they're of decent value. As you go down like the stairs, you can go down there. It's like a little cellar type situation. There's these like watertight kegs that have some type of liquid in them. A little bit of coral growing off of them. Actually, no, yeah, a little bit of coral. Yep. And then the markings on the ground don't really make too much sense to you guys.
Well, should we steal this pearl?
Hang on, what was that? What was the whole riddle again? Or not riddle.
Pearl of
Mermaid
wisdom of the depths, Watcher's hand that mingles, others of our ancient elixir, descending doom in temptation.
Okay, so it
Is
sounds
there
like
an
if we are
ancient-
to take something from here, we should only take one thing. That's gonna be my initial thought.
Is
'Cause-
the ancient elixir what we need, which is in the kegs?
It does sound like the elixirs in the kegs, but the room does seem to be focused on the horn.
Could that be a trap?
Don't know.
Because there was a sword in the beginning.
Why, Venzana, why do you say you think only take one thing?
Because descending doom upon temptation.
Okay. I mean, if we're gonna take anything, I say we do the pearl. Well, pearl of wisdom.
So it sounds like-
Watcher's hand that mingles. What's the Watcher's hand that mingles?
Is that the horn? Or is that the sword? I don't know.
Watcher's-
Are there three things in here?
Possibly, if Watcher's hand that mingles is something. Watcher's hand that mingles. Not sure what that. It doesn't sound like the sword though.
All I know is that nobody here uses swords, so no matter how magical it is, it probably doesn't help us.
I mean, I use a rapier.
I could use a
Yours has to
sword.
change to a
I-
bow.
I could use a short sword, but like,
Yeah,
I'm good.
I could. If it's a long sword, I could use it. And yeah, but would you guys? Would you mind if we touched it at this point, or would you want to try to finesse it? What do you think?
Would we? I mean, I'm still kind of interested in those kegs. Do we want to try opening one of the kegs?
I mean, the kegs
Sure.
do seem like the least booby trap looking thing in here.
No, we're not. I'm gonna say, do any of us have detect traps? That's an actual spell. Whatever. But I don't think any of us could even learn it.
Are we
could-
able to roll the kegs out of the room,
Roll the kegs out of the room?
or just a keg? Or
Your,
are they, like,
your mic keeps
attached
cutting out. I
somehow?
keep losing you.
Kegs, are we able to, like, are they attached to the ground, or can we just roll one out?
You can roll them out. Could be a little bit of work.
Want to try that?
Could we investigate the kegs?
Sure.
Are they labeled?
Nope.
It's not helpful.
Obvious
that one's
trap.
blueberry flavored.
Could we use sleight of
it's like
hand?
The elixir is just syrups.
I do have a mage hand.
I have mage hand. Also, I have alchemist supplies I'm proficient with. Could I use them to maybe try to discern what's in these kegs? You know, like test something or whatever. Or use sleight of hand, try to open the kegs carefully.
Up to you guys, however you'd like to do it. If you're going to test it with alchemist supplies, you're probably going to have to open it somehow, so.
Could I use either mage hand to open it, or could we sleight of hand to try open it carefully?
Sure, yeah. They're sealed towards the top, so you'll have to, like, probably whittle a dagger, get a dagger in there somehow and kind of, like, either slide the lid off the top a little bit. There's no, like, corks holding these in. They seem like they're pretty securely, like, tightened down, so.
Yeah.
You have to, like, kind of inch out, like, the wax that's sealing these in and make them watertight, so. Take your time.
Stuff.
Give me a sleight of hand check from Mariah.
Hey.
There we go.
Too easy.
Go ahead and roll me 1d6.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, you can start like carving the outside, and you can slowly like get your blade between the like the outer like part of the cask and the lid, and you can just slowly kind of lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. As you begin to hear the air kind of hiss in, you'll stop, freeze for a second, and you'll hear all the pressure release from inside the barrel. And it seems okay, and you can go ahead and lift the lid, and you'll quickly get that pungent smell of a Dwarvish whiskey.
Dwarvish whiskey.
That is an elixir of sorts.
Does it give more health?
I mean, it would be aged. Ancient elixir.
Well,
Can I use my alchemist tools to see if it's like safe, or like see what's the content it might be made of?
Sure, it's gonna take some time though.
Okay, so probably not right now. Before these tides come in.
Would
Would
we
you
be able
guys wanna
give
take-
the giants a barrel of Dwarvish whiskey?
Oh.
okay.
Cool.
Here's my crazy idea.
Let's
What
do
if
it.
we took 2 of these barrels and rolled them to the entrance and put them right where the door opened, and then we steal the pearl, and then hopefully
You're
the
a
whiskey
kleptomaniac.
barrels.
Mariah is a
Well-
kleptomaniac.
What do you mean?
I want to steal stuff.
I'm a fucking rogue. It comes with the package. It comes with
I'm
the
down, Mariah.
Like, obviously.
Sure.
Okay.
What
If,
else are we doing here?
if the goal is to like make a quick escape with these, the only way you're getting the quick escape is if you're rolling these things. And so the one you already opened, potential chance it starts leaking now that you guys have kind of scraped the wax off of it. So if it's sideways, it's gonna potentially leak a little bit. Won't like all spill out. If it hits like a big ass rock, it might pop the lid off, and you might lose a good amount of the whiskey. The ones that are sealed, they're probably gonna be pretty good and pretty stable, unless it again like hits like a big ass rock, like pretty hard, and then maybe the wood breaks or something like that. But for like a quick exit, these things are pretty heavy, so it's gonna take quite a bit to like roll them up the stairs, get them there, and then like without like a gradient, like these things are going to be pretty hard to push, right? It's probably going to cut your movement speed by quite a bit.
Yeah.
So just a heads up there as you guys are trying to lift these up the stairs.
Well, okay, so my thinking is because if there's a trap for us stealing things, I think it's more likely it's going to be on the pearl and potentially the sword. I mean, like, I don't think it's very plausible for them to, like, also booby trap the barrels. And so my thinking is we roll the barrels to the entrance of the door, and then that's when we go steal the pearl. And my thinking is the booby trap is the doors are going to close. So we have the barrels there to block the door from closing, get the pearl, and then that's when we make our way out. But that's assuming a lot of shit. That's assuming it's just the door closing on us. I mean, there could be other dangerous booby traps in this room for taking things.
I mean, we did detect a lot of magic on the horn pearl.
Yeah. Can we do detect any magic on the barrels?
Yeah, it lasted long enough for Zach to kind of get a good view of everything. I think the spell lasts for up to 10 minutes, so yeah, you had a good chance to kind of explore the whole place while his detect magic was up. There's no magic on the sword, no magic on the barrels.
So, yeah, I still stand by my plan.
Let's do it.
If
We'll
y'all are
trust
down
the
for
thief.
it. Yeah. It's a good rule of thumb. And then I would say,
Alright.
like, okay, so, like, maybe Vinzana can stand by the door while
Which
the
door?
three of us roll a barrel up, and then Vinzana can let us know if anything's weird happening while we're moving the barrel.
Like this front door, or
Well, I think. Are there 2 sets of doors?
Ignore the second set. That's by the sword. The main
Okay.
one's by the pedestals. Yeah.
so
that
just
one.
Okay.
here?
Yep.
So yeah,
All right.
you hang out there. We'll start rolling the barrel, and you let us know if anything weird starts happening.
Okay.
If something does, we're just gonna stop rolling the barrel and get the fuck out of there.
Grab the pearl on your way out if
We
something
can do
weird
that.
happens.
We can do that.
Mm.
All right.
Alright.
Sound like a plan?
I'm gonna start rolling.
Sounds good.
All right.
Rolling,
Let's do
rolling,
this.
rolling.
Yeah, you guys can grab it. Probably need to go up these stairs. Probably takes 2 people behind it just to push it up. Pretty heavy. Maybe Caliban can do it by himself. It's pretty hard though. But yeah, you guys can push 2 barrels. Is that what you're trying to get? At least.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to do it one at a time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, we can speed run it. 2 barrels. You guys can pull them up. Go ahead and roll me 1d5.
1d5.
The backslash.
Where is that?
You just have to type it in.
Oh.
/r space 1d5.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah, you guys can grab the second barrel. You guys can start wheeling that on up,
Okay.
and nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay. Let's prop these barrels up. Where? Right
Something
here at
weird.
the
Oh,
door.
sorry, it's just Puckhead.
Okay. So then I also think maybe. So who moves the? Do I move the quickest?
For sure.
Okay.
Debatable.
That is
The perfect amount, oddly enough,
very
huh?
perfect. Okay. I'm very tempted to take the sword too. Caliban, do you want to grab the sword when I grab the pearl?
Already on it.
Perfect.
Well, how about
Where's
you
this-
grab the pearl, and then as you're approaching the exit, Caliban gets the sword.
Yeah.
As long as we're trying to rob it blind.
Yes, that sounds good. And then Vinzana and Zach, y'all stay on the
Just-
outside.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause I
gonna
think
I'm gonna
it's
keep my character
better-
token right here just so I can see the inside while this is happening. But we'll be kind of like at the door, ready to get to the outside, like leaning on the outside.
Okay.
Great. Bim, 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 bim. Pause right here for a second. All right. Don't let it sway you at all. Check your DMs.
Oh, okay.
And answer over DMs.
Is this on Discord?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay, give me. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Caliban, you ready?
Oh, he's ready.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're gonna go on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
All right, as Mirai reaches out for the stone, grabs it, and begins to take that first step to turn and leave, he'll freeze, and his eyes will begin to roll back into his head. The rest of you guys can continue moving if you like, but Mirai will be frozen here for a second. Mirai, how familiar are you with the people of Yorewood, the place that you guys came from? You should know. You've been there for a bit, right? Since you killed the person that killed your parents. So you should know Venzana's family. Maybe you met Zach's mom once or twice before she died. Maybe not. You should know, like, the big popular people of the town, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've probably been there for, like, I'd say, like, 2 years.
All right. Yeah, as you touch the pearl, a surge of magical energy will course through your veins. You'll undergo a vision. You will experience, or you will witness, Yorewood under siege. Air thick with tension, darkness descends upon the little tranquil town of Yorewood, nestled into the woods of Vifia. You'll hear the clopping of hoofs and the clattering of armor as a red-armored dwarf dismounts at the gates of Yorewood. As he dismounts, he'll grab a mace off the back of his horse. As you look at this mace, there's a weird, dark presence you get from it. The mace has, like, almost a demonic face built into it. The guards seem ready for this encounter to happen. They are armored, and there's a multitude of them at the front gates. But as the dwarf raises that mace, an aura of dread releases from those spikes. One by one, the guards fall down to their knees, terror etched upon their faces as they begin to flee in a panicked frenzy, unable to withstand the horrifying effects of the mace. Only a single guard still remains there, with strong will, but the dwarf begins to laugh menacingly in his face. With maybe but 1 or 2 strikes, the dwarf falls this singular knight or guard, as he continues to laugh in his face. Just as a spectator of what is going on, you'll continue following this dwarf as he proceeds into town. People closing their shutters, a few guards accosting the knight or soldier, whoever this is, on his way into town. But he quickly felling anyone that comes in his path. Soon he'll approach the castle in the middle of town, and you'll see the Baron sat there with a sword drawn, ready to defend his town. His close ensemble of knights there with him. Again, the dwarf will raise his mace. Those knights will begin to flee. You'll see the Baron fall down to one knee for but a brief second, shake off with a steely resolve, draw his sword, and begin engaging in combat with the dwarf. Does not take too long, but Baron puts up a good fight, but also will fall to this soldier. We'll call it for now. Not dead, but unconscious. With him unconscious, the dwarf will pick him up, drag him. He will easily get the rest of the town to surrender in hopes that they may be sparing the Baron's life. You'll see the Baroness come out soon enough as well, with her daughter in tow. The rest of the dwarfs' knights will come over and tie up the Baroness, the princess, or whatever you want to call her, heiress, and the Baron. They'll be dragged towards the center of town, and sorry, I lost my place. Where I'm at. Binding their hands, dragging them to the center of town. There, under the cold moonlight, a grim spectacle will unfold. Nooses will begin to be taut around their necks, one by one, and the spectators of the town will begin to gather in as they see their lord, lady, and heiress brought to the hangman's noose. Quickly, the gates underneath them will be dropped. The Baron, Baroness will quickly succumb to their injuries, cracked neck or strangulation, but you'll see the heiress there struggling for a while. As the moon begins to grow higher into the air, you'll begin to witness the unsettling transformation that occurs as she shifts into her lycanthropic form. Her muscles contorting, her bones elongating. You'll see her begin to shape into, I think, did we say werewolf? I'm pretty sure we said werewolf. Into a werewolf, and she'll let out a howl. With this, her noose and her bindings tearing away, and you'll see the fiery yellow feral eye of the heiress. In a blur of fur and claws, she'll race towards the nearby forest, escaping the town. A couple men chasing after her, but the dwarven soldier staying behind, making sure his job's done with the Baron and Baroness. As the vision begins to fade, you'll get a feeling of like a hand on your shoulder as you come to. And why not get perception checks from the rest of the party as Mariah comes out of his little trance-like state? Maybe, I don't know, 5 seconds after he says 0, 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, oops.
Yeah. The rest of you will not see it, but Mariah, as your eyes roll back forward, you'll see a similar figure to that of the statue that was in front of you at the top of that cliff, the goddess of vengeance. She'll reach out a hand, or the hand that's already on your shoulder. She'll pull you in a little closer, give you a kiss on the forehead, and say to you, my valiant soldier of vengeance, you have sought it out once for your own, now seek it out for another. Show these three the way to redeeming their family names, and she will begin to dissipate.
Spooky.
So we didn't see any of that. We just saw him freak out for a second, and then
I'm frozen.
Yeah, and you are good to go now. So you'll see Caliban, like, you think, begin to like run. He already began to run, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
So maybe he's like halfway there, and he realizes you're not moving at all. And then he stops, turns around, and a couple seconds later, you begin to move again.
Must have been smoking some of the stuff Caliban's been smoking.
No, the exact opposite.
fucking bath salts over here.
Bath salts.
Hey, Caliban, let's get out of here.
All right.
Don't forget the sword.
You got it. Yoinked up the sword.
Right,
Here.
you grab the sword.
Balance.
Just add like blue arming sword to your character sheet for now.
Blue barbing.
Arming
Arming.
sword.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Doors don't shut randomly super fast or anything like that. You guys are good. You guys can keep the wine there, or maybe try and take the wine. I don't know what the plan there for the wine is.
I think we should take some whiskey.
Take the
I mean,
whiskey.
even if we don't take it, we should like fill flasks with it or something.
Yeah.
Gift it to the giants.
Oh wait, hang on. We have a box.
Oh yeah.
Just pour it in there.
Yeah, we can pour it in the backpack chest of holding.
Yeah, the barrels are probably just about the right size to where you could like roll them into the chest.
Sweet.
Oh, perfect.
We'll put them in the backpack chest of holding. I'll add that to the inventory.
Yep. Add, because I'll probably forget, 1 barrel of Doris whiskey, 1 barrel of Elvish wine. If we have a big sheet for that. Do we have a big sheet for that, or are you just doing it on your normal
Yeah,
sheet?
I have a big sheet in Google.
Yeah.
Trying to find the link for it. Backpack chest of holding.
Alright. Pearl obtained, sword obtained, 2 barrels obtained. The doors have not shut.
I kind of
Okay.
want to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Sure.
Let's
You
do
guys
it.
can proceed
Let's go
forward
back to the top.
out of the grotto. Alright.
And then I got a story for y'all.
Yeah, you guys can get out of the grotto, and how do you go about telling your story, Mariah?
Well, because it happened in a couple seconds, so I can't really.
For you, it was like the entire encounter. Maybe it skipped a little part in the middle where he's like walking. Maybe you skipped forward to where he got to the center of town.
Okay,
But
so
you were
the
in that-
time for me was like I was actually in there for like a while.
Yeah, probably 20, 30 minutes or something like that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, I just kind of, recount the story. And so, well, I'm not gonna. Everyone heard the story, so I'm not gonna re-say it. But afterwards, so afterwards, like, guys, this dwarf soldier was extremely, extremely scary. Like, I can't explain it, but it's something that we should really be scared of. And my vision was back at Yorewood. So I'm not sure what we should do, because part of me wants to think that we need to go back, and because maybe this could happen soon, or maybe it's already happened. But the goddess of vengeance, at the end, she came and she said to me, the vengeance you sought out for your own, do it for me, basically.
So you're saying you saw my family die?
In the vision, yeah.
We gotta get back now.
All right. Well, let's head to the boat then.
Yeah, let's get going. We got the wine and whiskey, so we're good to go.
Let's go to the boat and make our way.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
can head on out. Somber tones and in tow. It is a bit of a walk to get to the boat. So no doubt there will be potentially some chats. I'm assuming you guys go around maybe the goblins. Path of Least, we're still looking at maybe an hour to get there. So it's inevitable that there's probably going to be some chit-chatting as we get there. Calvin and Venzana, you guys are two pretty close people. You guys are pretty close with that family. What's going on in your heads? Is there any chit chat among you two, or are you guys just steadfast, determined to get back to the boat?
Have you ever heard of anything like this before? It sounds like he saw my family getting murdered.
When we were on the island, we did come in contact with the goddess of vengeance. Whether this was a gift to him, Mariah being a vengeful soul himself, or whether it was a punishment to us for stealing her things, for her letting us know that we failed to save your family, I'm not sure. But what I will say is that I think out of all of us, Mariah is the closest to being touched by her. It's not uncommon for gods to give people who express their will so much, like how Mariah has, give them visions. Whether it's a vision of something to come or that's already passed, only time will tell.
We gotta hurry back then.
Mm-hmm. And as we go there, yeah, let's hurry back, I guess.
Also,
Let's do it.
I'm noticing something about the lycanthropy.
Mhm.
Are you?
Huh?
He described my sister's curse as turning into some sort of a wolf, and
It's crazy.
I've seen you turn into some sort of an alligator. Do you
Yeah,
know more about her condition and how we might resolve it?
kind of, maybe. It's she might like it, and I'm not sure if she's willing to give it up. You can give up the curse. If we travel to my order, we can give the curse, or we can take it away forcibly. But I'm not sure if she wants to give it up. That's for her to decide and for you guys to talk about. I know you've been studying ways to try to figure it out yourself, but in all honesty, lycanthropy is not easily healed, especially if the person doesn't want it to be.
I don't know who could have done this to her.
Yeah, man, we would never know. You know what? It could have been that Baron from across the way. You know, I heard that your dad, didn't accept a marriage proposal when she was young, and maybe it's just a vengeance from that or something. Who knows? You know?
He does
Yeah,
have many
could-
enemies.
yeah, totally. Uh-huh.
I'm just assuming I would never doubt you, just, for the record here, so.
Oh, and I'm like, I have -1 charisma, so I am like lying through my teeth. I feel like that's one of those things. Like, if anyone wanted like an insight check on me, okay, yeah.
I have no reason to not trust you. You've always been here for me and the family.
Yeah, I have no idea how this could have happened. Totally no idea. It's crazy.
Yeah. Zach and Mariah. Zach, you are somewhat familiar with the royal family, if you want to call them that. I don't know what the other terminology would be for it, but the ruling family of Yorwood, you're familiar with Venzana's parents. They treated you well despite other people bullying you during your childhood. They'd take you and your mom in for dinner here and there, treat you just like the other people of the town. For the most part, nice people. For this potential outcome to happen or this past event to have happened, what does that have you thinking? As someone who's lost their only family member and never known their father.
I don't want this to happen to Benzana. So I'm going to try my best to help save his family.
Okay. And as like kind of the only religious figure of the group, even though you're not religious, but you are still somewhat touched by the gods. How does it feel to you that you have these magical abilities, but Mirai is the only one that's ever really seen a god.
I don't think it would phase. Yeah, I don't think it really phases me too much, just because I'm used to kind of getting beaten down mud, anyways. So kind of stands to reason. I don't think a god would want to deal with me too much.
Okay.
It's okay to be jealous.
And
I am.
And Mirai, for you, you're just kind of like a little backcountry kid that sought out his own vengeance on the people that murdered his family. And for you to have befriended a baron's son and to go on this crazy quest where you're getting riches and powerful items, and to now talking to a god, or not really exchanging conversation, but being touched and being spoken at by a god. What's going on in your head?
It's kind of got the adrenaline racing again. Like whenever I was hunting down my family's killer, I'm getting that same feeling again. And it's kind of scary almost because, at the time when I was first doing it, I was just so hungry and angry to find him. I didn't think anything of it. But now it's, it's like almost like I'm doing it for a second time. And it's for people that, that I'd want to do. I want to go and save Vinzana's family, but it's such a almost like a traumatic feeling because I'm kind of going through it again. And what keeps coming back in my head is like this goddess of vengeance. Why is she asking me to do this? Like, is this like obviously in the vision, this soldier is terrible and he's killing people and taking over the town. But like something just doesn't seem like, why is she like, is there something else to this story? Like, what's the consequences of us interfering with this? Not that I don't want to interfere, like I want to go and save Vinzana's family in the town, but like, is there something else going to happen after that? It just seems really, it just throws me, like I'm just torn between like, is something else going to happen afterwards?
Gotcha. And then for the two of you, is there any conversations exchanged in the walk back to the boat or the quick saunter back, or do you guys exchange any words? Do you guys console Venzana or Calvin, or is it mostly quiet from the two of you?
Zach, from what you do know about some of the gods, what do you know about the goddess of vengeance? Because I'm just thinking like, what she's asking us to go do on paper seems like the right move. It's obviously we want to go and save the town and save Vinzana's family. But if she is the goddess of vengeance, so, and usually, I just feel like, if she's not necessarily a good goddess, we could be doing her bidding for something even worse. But
What I would say though is the gods don't work in linear fashion, and they can be working in a lot of different kinds of ways, and so it would be better for us to check on Vinzana's family and to make sure they're safe than to potentially have an atrocity happen when we could have helped.
yeah, no, I definitely agree. And I think I'm speaking to the whole group when I say this, like, we definitely need to get there as quick as we can and do what we can. And hopefully, nothing has happened yet, but I think we should be prepared for what happens afterwards. And I don't know what that could be.
Zach, go ahead and make me the religion check. You're due for one, right? You're due for.
Yeah, I need at least. Oh,
Alright, I'm just gonna delete
for
that
-1.
DM.
Pretty mid. Pretty mid.
Alright,
very mid.
the DM has been deleted. Alright, well, why don't we wrap up the session for today? Well, hold on, actually. So originally pathway back was to try and get as many items as possible. That is not going to be the path of least to get back. Basically, there's small little towns on the edge here. We can get to the closest one you guys want to get to land if you want, and you can race it back home, or you guys can get to like a big city, hire a wagon or carriage or something like that to get you to probably the other side of the country, and then make your walk there, Zodenhole or Kexmary, or you guys can just hoof it straight as your own. If you take the carts, you're gonna have to follow pathways. So, well, basically, what I want to know is it items or is it path of least or safest route?
I'm up for path least resistance personally.
Yeah, I'm up for path of least resistance.
Okay, so
I mean,
make landfall
within
and
reason,
go straight
like-
there for the most part.
Yeah, within reason, I don't think, if we know that, for instance, if Tros is a hostile city or whatever, then we're not going to stop through there. We're going to be like, let's get the hell, we'll avoid the obviously dangerous spots.
Okay, and so for path of least, there's gonna be 2 potential items on the way there. Is it worth the stop? Is it not worth the stop?
I don't think it's worth it. It's up to you, I think, Vinzana.
I'm definitely much more concerned with getting home than I am with finding these items at this point.
Okay, alrighty. Then I think we have an idea of where we're going for the next session. We will call it there then, and look at our calendars for the 9th. I feel like someone said they had something, but I can't remember.
I should be good for the 9th.
I should be good for that too.
I'm
do
currently good
it.
for that.
Okay, cool. We will shoot for around the same time, 7:30 Texas, 5:30 Arizona. Yeah, we'll get it more dialed down closer to next week then.
All right.
All right.
Good.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for playing, y'all.
Yeah.
Thanks for hosting.
Later, guys.
All right. Night, y'all.
See you guys.